And we're back. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. I don't know if this is going to be a separate episode, whether or not it'll be the same episode. I don't know because, like I said, this is the first time we've done this. If it is a separate episode and this is your first time listening and or watching to Don't Look Now, what are you doing? Go back. Go back and watch the previous episode. That's the wrong one. Yeah, I need to move the other one. Go back and watch the previous episode. You're going to be jumping into a story like 3/4 of the way through. I should mention as well that the first part of this story is unavailable anywhere on the internet because it was it was our first recording and we had some technical difficulties. So if this ever does get released and you're watching this, it's probably because it's just bonus content.
I mean, we could release the video of the first episode for those that can lip read.
We could do some subtitles.
Hear me out. Play adaptation.
Adaptation.
On stage. Play our characters. Full adaptation.
That would actually be really, really cool.
I'm willing to make
Perhaps
that
not
That's a lot of money.
Well, I know
goal.
a bunch of people in the local theatre community. It would be pretty easy to make that happen.
Theatre community could be a bit of a landmine for me because my ex-partner is very entrenched in the theatre community. And while I have nothing bad to say about her, I do have to be careful of the theatre community because some people might have bad things to say about me.
That's right. My mother-in-law is a beautiful theatre person. So is my father-in-law.
Yeah, well, maybe I'll find my true calling on the stage. I really enjoyed theatre when I was in high school.
I love theatre, yeah.
It wasn't encouraged though in my particular demographics.
Yes, well.
So this is my overcompensation for the loss of that in my earlier life, and I'm glad you're all here for my early life crisis.
I think I got lucky in that my interest was music, and that is for cool kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was not a cool kid, but it gave me some semblance of not being tormented all the time.
I'm sure you were one of the cool kids.
No,
You're
I
riding your
really was
skateboard
not.
and
I can't even ride a
quoting
skateboard
Bart
now.
Simpson. I don't know what do cool kids do these days.
I don't know what the cool kids did when I was a kid,
Steal.
Spencer. How would
The
I know
younger
that
people
now?
in the audience, what do cool kids do? I'm
Steal.
looking to my right.
Cool kids. Kids have always stolen. That's nothing new.
Yeah.
Cool kids.
What's cool these days?
Act like, and this has always been the case.
Okay.
They act like they do not care.
All right.
That is
Nonchalant.
a true
Alright.
cool kid who at least is treated as cool and will not be treated as cool when they're older. Does not have hobbies because to be vulnerable is to have interests.
Okay.
So instead, you're just nonchalant.
Well, I don't even care about this game, man.
Yeah, exactly. You
This
just
game
don't care.
sucks.
Yeah. But what was it? They got Gyat and Riz and Sigma and
Yeah. 6, 7.
6, 7.
They got Gyat.
Yeah.
They have a Gyat.
They have Thought.
They
That was the generation before this
Yeah,
one.
okay, right.
you're using some older
Yeah.
terms.
Some of those are-
All the
yeah.
terms that they don't know.
We're a bit outdated. I'm going to have to jump on my
Sorry.
TikTok
it's just the
find
use
out.
of the words that
You know
make
what?
me laugh.
Whatever. Okay.
It's
whatever.
6, 7.
See, that's the only one of these I don't know what it actually means.
6, 7 came from a basketball player who was very, very tall. So they made the joke that he was 6'7".
Right, yeah.
Then it became popular because a rapper used it, saying that he was feeling 6'7".
Right,
and then
yeah.
it just became a thing, and now
So-
everybody
In
says it
interviews,
means nothing.
he kept doing
It's just
it in
6, 7.
interviews
I mean,
as
you
an
could-
answer to any question.
You
Yeah.
could say that 6,
They'd
7.
be like, "Oh, out of 10, how are you feeling?" Oh, 6 or
6, 7.
7.
So two things. So you could say that 6, 7 means something's good, but also 6 times 7 equals 42.
7,
The
8,
answer.
9.
The answer.
6, 9.
So
You know 42, right?
42.
42.
It's the answer.
It's the answer
to the
life,
question
to
of
the
life.
question of life,
yeah,
the universe,
yeah, I've
everything.
seen that, yeah.
6 times 7 is 42.
Feeling a bit millennial in this room.
However,
Millennial.
mate, do you know how old that actually is?
I
I'm
know,
millennial.
but the
No. I mean, Hitchhiker's Guide.
42
Oh, yeah.
being the
Our
meaning of
parents
life.
were into that.
Yeah.
42 being the meaning of life, and
Well, no, it's the answer to the question, but we don't know what the question is.
Of
And if we
course.
did know what the question was and the answer, everything would cease to exist because you can't have them both in the same universe.
Okay, Schrödinger.
Well, it's on point. It's on theme for Call of Cthulhu to talk about questions and answers not being able to exist in the same universe, because the four of you have been confronted with things that, at least for some of you, thought could not exist within the universe that you currently inhabit. Yet, very recently, a knife, animated, floated up into the air and stabbed one of your friends right in the chest.
What are you talking
Crane
about?
is such an interesting word.
I mean,
Stabbed one of your fellow humans in the chest.
Stabby.
I didn't stab you.
what do you mean you didn't stab me? You were right next to me. There was a knife. I now have a hole in my chest.
The knife raised up out of the boxes.
That's physically
Yeah, sure,
impossible.
boxes. And stabbed you. You saw it.
I saw
You
it.
threw your flashlight at me because you saw the knife coming at you. You were going to grab
I threw
it.
the flashlight at you because you were
your
trying
hand.
to stab me.
What? You are no. That is no. Okay, I'm sorry, but a bed flew at. I don't want to do that. I want to do that. A bed flew at you, and you still deny that. And a knife flew at you. You still deny that.
when
I
did a
think
bed
it's
fly
you.
at me?
You are the problem.
I'm the problem.
You're the problem.
I'm the problem.
Yeah. You all saw the bed. Well,
I didn't see. No one else was in the room.
no one. That's right. No one else.
I
was in
did
the
see
room.
the knife float. I didn't see the
Stabbing.
moment of puncture.
The moment of puncture.
I really
Moment of penetration.
suggest we all keep a level head, keep our voices down. If we cause more of a ruckus, then it's more likely that whatever is inhabiting this house will be more upset with us. When Max the detective walked up the stairs and released the knife and dropped it, did the knife drop to the ground? Is it currently like scraping against the door? Like if I
Ooh,
put my
good
ear up
question.
to the door, can I hear the knife moving around in there?
Roll me a listen.
And hopefully not. It doesn't come out of the door while I'm doing it.
Title of today's episode is I didn't see the puncture.
Damn, my ears
what?
suck.
I didn't see the
77 over
Mine
20.
I think,
Saw
I think the
Gemma.
title of today's episode will be Point of Penetration.
Points of penetration. That's it.
You put your ear right up to the keyhole and you get stabbed in the ear and die. No. What did you roll? Was it success?
77 over 20, so fail.
You don't hear much of anything. No. Yeah. You don't hear anything.
Oh, look, whoever stabbed me, I kind of need to get this scene too. So, hanging around in this house is probably not a good idea.
Agree.
Look, I have to agree with you there. Sylvie?
Look, and hey, Clay, look, I'm sorry, but I just assumed because there was no one else close enough. Do you reckon you didn't do it? We've known each other for a while. I trust you.
For an hour.
6 months.
Oh, 6 months. Okay, yeah.
So like, it would be entirely out of character for what I know about you for you to have stabbed me. So I guess something else happened. It was pretty dark down there.
Stabbed you? What happened down there?
I got stabbed.
He's bleeding. He's really bad.
There's lots of blood coming
He's
out my chest
bleeding.
right
Maybe
now.
we should
Yeah, I'll start.
go.
Can we leave? What's wrong with you
Start
guys? She
helping
needs
him.
attendance.
Start
Yeah.
helping him
Exactly what I'm
outside.
suggesting.
Someone else can attempt a first aid check here if you wish to attempt a first aid check.
Yeah, you can see we've got like this bundle of like rags or whatever that's just like I'm holding.
No,
against,
didn't
you
I
know?
fail that? No, we didn't.
Yeah, no,
fail
you
it?
failed to like properly like
Yeah.
wrap it, so I'm just like holding.
Can I do
You
more
made an
damage
attempt.
to him?
It does say
Possibly.
that 2 people can attempt a first aid check. I just had a look at it. So if
Cool.
someone else would like to attempt a first aid check to see if you get
I
1
have
hit
base.
point
What
back.
about you?
Same.
Same. Can it hurt him if we fail a first aid?
Oh, if you roll a
critically
96
fail.
or higher, we'll
Well, let's find out. I'm
We'll-
going to
we'll
try
talk.
first aid. Let's try and heal you.
Let's go.
1 in 20 chance of a crit fail.
74.
74.
It's a fail, but not a
That's a
crit.
fail.
That's a fail. All right. So immediately, first aid, it's not doing much for you. It might staunch the flow of blood, but the actual wound itself, it's not like you're stitching it up. You do have the option to take a little bit more time to roll a medicine check, but I would say you probably want to get to somewhere where you can lie down before you want to do something like that.
I'd also prefer a doctor than one of these.
None of us
that
are trained in
complete
medicine.
laymen.
Yeah, so you can go get some medical treatment. It will cost you some some money. It is the US. They don't have Medicare, so you are going to be paying for that treatment, and the treatment is gonna, they're gonna keep you overnight.
Yeah.
So if you guys would like to fall back, regroup, and attack this again another time, you
Falling back,
can.
but also as we're leaving,
Yep.
I'm in a bit of an information gathering stage.
Okay.
Asking, grilling these guys, because I kind of ducked out of the way, assuming the knife was going to fly at one of our heads. Did you see anything else out there? Were there any other creatures or people? Did you hear any voices?
No, but can I roll a something to recall actually I do recall smelling X or hearing Y.
Because
But
I
at
never
the
saw any
time
blood, and I
of,
didn't hear any laughter.
it just sort of came back to me.
I can tell you what we both definitely heard,
Laughter.
but I don't remember it in character because I'm blocking it out. Because we heard the laughter behind the.
Oh, sorry.
Oh yes, the laughter.
Yeah, we heard the laughter behind
Yeah,
the wall.
we heard the laughter.
I, however, didn't tell you about the blood I saw seeping through, and at this point, I've blocked that out.
Would I have seen the blood or no?
I'd say there's a chance. I'm just going to say, yeah. You
Okay, all right.
you noticed something.
Blood coming from the wall. We heard a laughter, a child's laughter, an adult laughter.
There is something that we can do with Call of Cthulhu. There's two options that you can have if you start to be a bit unsure about how to progress.
Okay.
We can either do a no roll or what's the other one called? I forget the name of it, but basically it's either education or straight intelligence. Idea, yes. And that will give you... I, as the keeper, can then give you a bit of information based on how you roll to sort of...
I would love to
Put you on
hearing
the
about
track.
blood coming from walls and worrying that there's someone down there suffering.
Yeah.
I would love to make an
And I
idea,
think-
an idea
Suffering.
roll.
They just stabbed.
Yeah, absolutely. Make as part of this, maybe you're all discussing, you're all thinking about what's going on.
Big whammies. No money.
Big whammy.
Oh, bad
Big
whammies.
whammy.
That's 88 over 60 for failure.
88 over 60.
Yes.
Corryn, did you make...
I'm going to roll education.
Roll in education. Okay, yep. All right.
I'll give you an 18 over 80.
18 over 80. That sounds like a extreme
Educated guess.
success
A
to
very
me.
educated
It
guess.
is, yeah.
Extremely educated.
Mark, could you hand me that handout that's in front of you over there? No, the other one. The one on your book. That's it?
See.
Information citing privacy concerns. All right, no, it's not mentioned here. All right. With that extreme success,
Yep.
what I can tell you is that you're running things through your head, thinking about all the information that you've gathered, what you've witnessed, what Sylvia told you about what she saw in that photo. She happened to mention two figures standing beside what she thought was her grandmother. And you go back in your head to this piece of information right here, where it mentions that a one Walter Corbett made a Pastor Michael Thomas the executor of his will. Maybe you start to put pieces together in your head, and maybe just your local knowledge of the Boston area. You know that there was a church that once stood on the end of Sheaf Street that is now just a ruin,
Okay.
essentially. Pastor guy dressed in priest clothes. There was a church down the end of the road. Maybe, this is connected to the church or something like that. It might give you a little bit more to go on. You noticed the blood seeping through the wall. You heard the laughter coming from the wall. it's also possible that there is something beyond the mismatched panels in the basement.
Okay, after remembering all that, I'm gonna. So I'm half assuming that we're all leaving the building. Were we leaving at the as we're moving, we're leaving the house at the moment? Okay. So yeah, as we're walking, I'm sort of gonna drop back to where Sylvie is and just Sylvie, that piece of paper. Who's got the piece of paper? Haley's got it. Okay. That piece of paper that you said had the picture of your Gmail on it. Sorry, your grandma. I'll stop with that joke now. With your grandma, your Gemma, and who else was on that? A priest?
Yeah, priest, young, cropped haircut, priest-like robes.
Yeah.
And a businessman. He just suit and tie businessman, and she was sitting in the middle, my grandma.
Yeah. Do you remember anything else in the picture? Was there anything behind them, or something else that you might have come to your mind that you picked up?
No, I would assume that she was pretty focused on her Gemma at the moment.
I would allow you to make me an
Insight?
intelligence roll.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Great, because I've got an 80 intelligence.
While she's doing that, Sven, can I just ask, the photo, the piece of paper that was the photo, did that seem like photo paper?
Yeah.
I have pretty high photography.
It wasn't, I don't think.
No,
was
it
just
didn't seem that
Yeah,
way.
I asked that.
I got an 88, but can I push it or use my luck?
I'd allow you to use luck. Probably, I don't see how you could think about something differently, unless you get intoxicated
I can
or
use luck. Leave
Pop
me on
some-
52.
pop some drugs.
Yes,
Use some luck to make that a success.
Yeah.
You think about that picture. At the time, maybe you didn't notice it because of the stress of the situation. Maybe it was the lighting, or maybe you're even making things up in your head now. You're not sure, but you feel like the man, not the priest, but the other guy, the guy in the business suit and the tie, he was holding what looked exactly like what Mark has on the table right there, like a leather-bound journal. And on the journal, it had a symbol, and the symbol appeared to be, it looks like 3 Ys, like the letter Y, all arranged in a circle, so that the tips of the Y sort of come together to form a triangle, if that makes sense. So basically a triangle with 3 lines at the corners, and then in the center of it was an eye.
Right.
Okay.
And when you recall that in your head, you can feel a very intense sensation, like a stinging pain in the prefrontal cortex.
The cognito hazard.
Do you want me to retell you?
I feel like you guys talking about the photo, I've already been compelled and still believing at this point, that it's to be avoided talking about due to my role earlier. So I think I'm just I don't think the photo really meant that much. I think we should more focus on what's possessing the house and perhaps where that blood was coming from.
No, I just want to.
Here's a fun
just wanna say
picture
it again.
of Max getting stabbed, by the way, from the book, straight from the book.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Cool.
That is. Oh, look, so I'm
Ouch.
literally standing right next
Right,
to you.
yeah.
So,
Can you see why I thought you stabbed me?
well, look, I can understand that, but I didn't.
It's also dark in the room.
It is also dark in the room.
Just
Just
at those
on the
steps, slightly.
photo thing. We are clear that was not a photograph.
Yeah.
Right, the paper wasn't even photo paper.
No. You're
Can-
crazy.
Can
Yeah.
I? Can I?
Yeah.
I'm just
Alright,
gonna
alright. see this piece of
It
paper.
must have been the wrong piece of paper. It's the wrong piece of paper.
No, that's
So, no,
just
one of you dropped it.
indulge me and just indulge me, okay? Was your grandma ever attending a church? Do you remember your Gemma attending a church?
Yeah, of course. Everybody attends church.
Do you remember
okay.
which church?
I would probably have to ask our GM for that one.
G-Man?
Our exalted leader.
Dalton Leader is going
difficult
through.
for you to recall details of your grandma, who I imagine passed away when you were fairly young, I would say.
I would agree.
You tell me. What was your grandma's name? Just
Sylvie. Named after your grandmother.
Susan.
Susan.
This is what my guy looks like.
Wow, handsome.
That's unfair.
Why is that unfair?
Handsome.
I base the whole fucking idea for him on Butcher.
What does your character look like?
Billy Butcher from The Boys.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
Carl Urban.
Oh no, okay, yes, no, of course I do.
Carl Urban.
I used to watch that show when it was good.
Yum, delicious.
When it was good.
For the first episode.
There you go. That's what that symbol looks like.
Ooh,
Oh,
wait, no, I'm not looking at
okay.
that. Cognito has it. My brain's gonna melt.
Yeah, look. So
I did it the other way.
That is how I was imagining it. Yeah.
In character, I have no idea what that represents. Out of character, I'm like, when did the Illuminati get into Cthulhu? Probably forever.
There is no such thing as the Illuminati.
No, there is.
Cut the mic, cut the
Here's
mic, cut the
trick
mic.
that no one tells you. It's art.
Ah.
If you go and ask anyone in the third world, the Illuminati is those of us over here that are benefiting off of their exploitation.
That's fair.
We're actors who are pretending Australia
I'm just
is real.
trying to get
Also
more
that, yes.
information
It is
as
in
I
my
can
book.
from Sylvie, sort of thing, because, like you said, I did recall a church, but I'm not automatically going to go, aha, it is that church.
Yes, as to
so-
your question, Sylvia, you do have some recollections about maybe, your grandmother taking you to church, and some recollection of like feeling like it was unusual. It was an unusual church that you went to. You remember maybe sermons. Maybe I'm just rolling this over from the intelligence roll that you did earlier. Maybe you remember the pastor making references to someone called the giver of secrets, which you found weird at the time. Maybe when you were a kid, you're like, okay, yeah, this is fun. This is what all churches are like.
Giver of secrets, yeah.
But when you got older, you were like, that was a bit weird. Yeah, and maybe your grandmother, passed away, when you were pretty young as well. And maybe you can't quite remember how she died.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I'll tell you what. Give me one more intelligence check. I might be able to give you a little bit more here.
You can do this. Come on. You can do this. You can do this. You can do this.
Oh, 5.
5. You remember...
Everything.
Wouldn't that be like some kind of magic?
You remember.
Epiphany.
You remember the day you were born.
Yeah,
Holy
that-
dooly.
Yeah.
You're the pastor of the church.
I'm
I
the
was-
giver of secrets.
I was my Gemma all along.
Oh my god! Your head explodes. No, you remember the name of the church. It was called the Chapel of Contemplation.
All right, and then I'm assuming with my educational check, once she says the Church of Contemplation, contemplation, I realize it is the church at the end of the street.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, the Church of Contemplation. Well, funnily enough, that's the church at the end of this very street.
Oh, yeah, I used to go there.
Is there still a church there?
It's
No.
not. Apparently, it's destroyed.
We can head
I
down
don't
there and have
see
a look.
why.
While our detective fella bleeds out to death.
He's dead on the ground already. He's died.
I'll help. If you guys want to chase up loose ends with a broken church, go for it.
How about we go and go to the church and we'll pay respects to your Greek Gemma.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm happy to go back to the church. It was a little unusual, but If
And
you
might
think
hel-
it'll help,
it might help you feel more connected as well, and bring you some peace and calm after seeing such a
I wouldn't mind going and saying some
confronting
prayers
picture.
for Gemma.
Yeah.
I misquote. The Church of Contemplation of Our Lord, it was called.
Oh,
Contemplation of our Lord.
So
I love all the long names.
you guys are going to do some more investigating.
Yeah.
Don't go into the house. You don't want to upset the spirits there.
No.
I'm going to get Max some medical care and see how bad his wounds are.
Okay.
And then we'll meet back at the opposite the house street at 5 p.m. to meet with that guy who's coming home from work. He might know some stuff too.
Sure, we can do that.
Sounds good?
Okay, Haley.
Excellent.
All right.
Plans made.
Plan is
Plan
Haley's job.
is made.
Because
Okay.
Haley was compelled to ignore your experience with the photo, and so she doesn't want to go to the church and follow up that lead.
The board is set and the pieces are moving.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's do
Go to
this.
the
All
church.
right. So we're going to make our way
Yeah,
down
yeah.
the street. Walking fast, faces passing.
All right, taking Max to a hospital, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Or to a veterinarian?
Getting a
A
taxi,
veterinarian.
Yeah.
a taxi or whatever is the easiest
My dad
to...
calls it that.
Okay. Yeah, a taxi pulls up. Max, you're still bleeding pretty heavily. Guy, rolls down the window. And he's like, can I help you? Where are you going?
Hospital.
My God, man, what happened to you?
Stabbed.
Stabbed?
It was a ghost.
No, it wasn't a ghost. There's hoodlums in the house we're trying to clear out. One of them got the best of me.
Right, well, don't bleed on my seats, will you? I just got those steam cleaned
Oh,
recently.
here, I'll take my jacket off and put it down on the seat so you can sit on top of it.
Thanks, Haley.
Okay.
All right. Climb into the...
Climb into the,
One of your multiple
cab.
jackets.
Starts,
What do you mean? Oh, yeah, I have layers, yeah.
start heading.
We know him better than you.
No, I thought you were saying that that's a joke I make with my players when they use an item they've already used. So I thought you were saying I duplicated my jacket, but yeah, no, I wear a bunch of layers.
Control C, Control V. You chuck the jacket on the seat. You head to the hospital. We don't need to role play this whole thing out.
Yeah.
You ask for some assistance. What I'll do is, I think I can roll a medicine check here for you. I'm going to say, well, let's talk about what your spending level here is, or even what your credit rating is.
My credit rating is 20, and spending level is normally $10 on hand, but it's +5 today because of the advance, so 15, and my cash available is 40.
Credit rating is 30.
30.
60 available in a hurry, 15 on hand currently.
What's your shout then?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm getting my friend the best care I can afford.
You want to get the best care you can afford?
Yes.
All right. Let's take out $20.
Yeah, out of
for
my
emergency
available in a
care.
hurry. Yep.
Yep. So you have to draw down from your cash, I think.
Yep, from 60 to 40.
All right. And I think that's going to give you a doctor with maybe a medicine skill of 70.
Oh,
I think that sounds about fair. Yeah. So I'm going to roll here. imagine he critically fumbles.
Malpractice suit.
Watch this 99.
oh, I'm going to make money.
Oh my
What is
god,
it?
97.
You're kidding.
100%. I've witnessed the roll. That is what happened. Don't fudge it.
97. I was going to say if it was just
Look,
over,
look,
I was
look.
going to spend my luck on his roll.
Look, I'm just going to say, just as I'm getting taken away to get sorted out, just like, Haley, just remember, if I don't come back, sue their asses off.
The doctor bursts in. He's like, "Hey, everybody!
Hi, Dr. Nick.
Here's what I'm going to say. Here's how I'm going to interpret this fumble, because I'm not going to make you take more damage. It's going to take 2 days.
Shit.
And you're going to recover 1 hit point
Oh
at the end of the 2
goodness
days.
gracious.
At the end of the 2 days. All right, cool. So I'm in hospital for the next 2 days?
So if you would like to go back to investigating tomorrow, you can do so, but you'll still have a major wound. If you want to wait the 2 days, you can. Who knows what will happen with that amount of time passing? So I'll let you make that choice.
I'll think about that.
The story unfolds as the dice direct. So we go to Sylvia and Claire.
Making our way to the church.
Making our way to the church.
Making your way downtown.
Organ first.
Look, I'm sorry, you're not writing a rocket piano. You can't sing that song.
A rocket
And I'm
piano.
homebound.
I never thought that, of all people, you would be such a musical gatekeeper.
Okay, people can do what they like. I'm just being facetious.
All right, it's not far. It's a 10-minute walk or something like that. So
We are
Yeah, I know
here. Woo! What do we see? Is the
you see
A man looking at me.
A McDonald's
Oh,
has
God.
replaced the church.
A McDonald's has placed the church. Look, honestly, that would not subscribe
We
me.
pray the
Subscribe,
golden arches.
subscribe me.
subscribe and like
Like and subscribe.
Would
for
you like
more.
some Cthulhu sauce with your
Oh, yum.
with your nuggets.
They do have
nuggets.
demon sauce at the moment.
demon
Have you
sauce?
tried? I
Squid
haven't been
That's
able
pretty
to try
good.
because every
Oh,
time
I
I go
don't like
there,
it.
every time I go
What does
there,
it
they
taste
don't
like?
have any.
I enjoyed it.
Sweat.
It's like aioli that's been dyed purple, not
Yeah.
gonna lie.
No,
Great.
fair enough.
It's a good time.
Anywho,
All it needs is chili. Okay. What is left of the old church stands at the end of a crooked and dingy street. The ruins are so weathered and overgrown with greenery that the grey stone rubble seems more like natural stone than former walls and foundations. You pass a slumping wall bearing white painted symbols. As soon as you see it, you again feel that stinging sensation in your prefrontal cortex for just a couple of seconds. As you notice, it's the same symbol that you remembered from the photograph, but now that you see it on the wall, you realize that perhaps what you saw in the photograph was a... what's the right word for this? Almost like you projecting memories from your childhood onto something in a time of stress. You've seen that symbol before, here on this same wall, painted on a church that was still standing at the time, and now is little more than collapsed, burnt ruins.
can't see.
So you're standing here, you look around, there's little more than just the foundations of the stone walls, as I said, now overgrown with weeds and, well, just weeds, really. There's some collapsed timbers from the ceiling leaning up against the walls, and that's really all that you see. What would you like to do?
So first I'm going to point out the symbol and explain that I've seen this a lot of times. This is, I'm assuming, the symbol for the church.
I could have handed it to you,
Hell yeah.
but I thought it would be more fun if I made you struggle.
Yeah, of course. I'm short. You have to
Yes.
have
Yeah,
to show
yeah.
that to the camera.
I do.
It's also in theme with the show, right?
It is, yes. I have to make
Show.
everything as awful as possible.
We're on TV now.
Well, it is a show.
Right there, that symbol, the one with the eye. I've definitely seen that before. Definitely. My Gemma used to come to this church. We did do a little bit of praying here. It's weird. It gives me a weird vibe. I don't like it.
Can I roll a something, probably education or something, I don't know, to see if I recall ever seeing it? Like if I look at the symbol and my memory goes, I've actually seen this before too. Maybe in one of the many books that I have read.
I'll let you roll an education.
Okay.
And what you get out of that, we'll see, I guess. You definitely haven't seen the symbol before.
I got a 58 over 80.
58 under 80.
Under 80,
Under
sorry.
80, that's a success.
Yep.
You have
Maybe-
never seen the symbol before. This is new to you, but you are a professor, right?
Yes.
You're pretty entrenched with the local community, and I think if you check your character sheet, you've got a pretty high occult as well. So you're
Yes, I do.
up to date with unusual religious practices. You remember something about a police raid on a church in Boston. You don't know necessarily where that was, but you have reason to believe that this could be where that police raid went down. But there was never a news article written about it.
Okay.
Almost like you knew about it because of the academic circles in which you exist professionally. But there was never anything written about it. It's almost like it was sort of hushed. There was a police raid and the church burnt down on suspected, like, maybe cultist activity or something along those lines. Something to do with children going missing.
Yeah.
Used to go here as a child. That's great.
All right. Okay. So
Hey.
you remember?
Yeah. Do I remember any of these rooms to be like somewhere that I would see the pastor go into? That way I can find a place I can kind of
Parents in the house.
You want to go in and have a look around at
Yeah.
what's remaining there?
see if I can find anything of significance.
Okay.
Is it in this
Do a
one
little
or
roll?
the other handout?
The other one.
It's the other one. Can I have the other handout?
No,
please,
it's at home.
Sven? It's at home.
No, not that one. The other one from last week, I think.
Yeah.
Not that one.
What other one is it? I thought it was that one. Was that not the one I gave you?
Last week's newspaper.
No, it's at home. It's at my genuinely at my home.
Oh, you took it home?
Yep,
Oh,
it's in
we
here.
only had one
Oh,
copy.
lol. Okay.
Yes,
that's
well then,
okay.
no, I cannot give it to you.
Well then, I can update you on that when we see each other, but until then,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Update on what?
Nothing. You don't know.
I don't.
I mean, neither does.
All right.
does
So I
Claire.
recall.
Sylvia's having a look around the structure. Claire, are you letting her go? Hanging back?
No, I'm going to be sort of like Sylvie's going one way. I'm going to sort of go the other, but make sure I can still keep an eye on her. We still have visual of each other. I think I also do have a notebook and fountain pen. So I'm going to write down. I'm going to draw the symbol in my little notebook and write down, like you said, police raid, children missing. Just
Yep.
as I remember this bit, I'm just going to write this down because I feel like it's important. And yeah, so I'm gonna. I said Sylvie's gonna go one way. I'll go the other way, but make sure that I can still see her.
Can I get a luck roll from both of you, please?
Sure. I did just roll. I can roll again. I got 31.
You already rolled it?
52. Yeah, I did. I can re-roll though.
Why did you roll it?
I rolled because I'm looking around.
Okay. Okay. All right. So what was it? It was a success.
Ouch.
It was a 31, but I can
31.
re-roll.
No, it's okay. 31 under or over.
49.
49.
Oh wait, 52. Sorry, luck, not sanity.
And that's after you've used luck. You've been tracking your use of it. Okay. Cool. Corryn.
I got 75
75.
out of 34.
75 over.
Under.
And this unfortunately can't be pushed.
Yes.
Sylvia, as you're sort of looking around, you like maybe some things start to come back to you about what happened here. You remember sitting in the pews that are now a little more than burnt timbers collapsed upon the floor. And then one vivid memory comes back to you about there being like a basement underneath the church.
Love basements.
Maybe you recall
That leads back to
your
that.
grandma took you here once at night time when no one else was around, and she left you sitting in the pews by yourself, and you could hear the sound of, is that chanting coming up through the floorboards? And as that memory is coming back to you, one of the floorboards suddenly gives way, Claire, and the ground collapses underneath you. I'm going to allow you to do a jump to to see if you can successfully jump to safety before the whole ground collapses beneath you.
Claire seems to be
You got this,
distracted by
Spooky.
an otherworldly force. I might have to make this roll with
You
some
just
kind of
had a-
disadvantage.
Claire's
You're dying.
My luck is I found rocks, very nice rocks. Have nothing to do
You're
with what
currently
we're
falling
doing.
through
You're
the floor.
falling.
Yeah, I'm falling
Through the floor.
Yeah.
through the floor.
They remembered a basement. As they were remembering it, the basement cracked open and you're falling and you need to make a what check?
jump.
A
Jump.
jump check.
Because you failed the luck roll, you were in a position where the floor is
I
collapsing
don't even
beneath
have
you.
jump.
It should be in there. If you find the jump skill, and it should have a minimum amount. 20, so you got a 20% chance of succeeding.
I got 79.
79.
I don't
That's
jump
not
anywhere.
succeeding.
Might surprise you that is not a success.
I find a
Um,
nice rock and I fall.
You do find a nice rock. You're like, oh, look at that rock. And then all of a sudden you just hear the sound of timbers breaking apart. And you see Claire and she just disappears into the ground.
You guys are doing
take
this a lot.
2 points of damage as you fall 10 feet onto the stone floor beneath.
10 feet.
10 feet ish.
Specifically, that's
8 feet.
twice Claire has fallen downstairs.
Yeah.
Now. Not us guys.
Yeah,
just
I'm
Claire.
falling. I land, and I go, I'm getting real sick of this.
Yeah.
And I possibly have I'm on 7 hit points now, so I'm pretty not looking.
You're pretty banged up.
I'm
Yeah, it's pretty
banged up
bad.
now. I might, my
That's
arms.
almost half.
You
Yes,
haven't
yeah.
taken a major wound or anything.
Oh, okay, that's good.
But you are pretty hurt. You'll only take a major wound if you take 50% of your total health in one hit.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
All right, gotcha.
So you hit the deck
Yeah.
and you're like lying in a basement. You look around and the first thing that you see now that there is some sunlight filtering in through the hole that just created with the collapse, you can see the skeletal remains of 2 people slumped up against the wall, dressed in these similar robes that you saw in the photograph earlier. Not the same ones, mind you.
Distraught.
Similar. And they're leaning up against the wall next to a big cabinet.
A cabin.
Cabinet.
Because you
cabinet,
fell through, landed on the floor, I'm assuming you fell prone.
Yeah.
As you hit the deck and you look around, you actually see something, what looks like a book, underneath the cabinet.
Oh, there we go.
Hey guys, the Church of the Dead.
look.
Guys,
I want that
don't look at the
book.
chat.
Look, I am because I've fallen down. I've hit my head. I'm probably a little bit dazed. I've looked over and like, and I'm just gonna reach over underneath the cabinet if I can reach it from where I am,
Slide
and just
it on over.
slide it out, but sort of like really slowly and like, should have stayed in bed today. This had better be worth $20 a day. No, what? Not $20. $5 a day. $5 a
for
day.
what?
20, yeah, well, 5 each, but yeah,
Yeah.
$20 a day. And that's fair bit of money.
I
after
get,
done.
I get, but
That's money.
It had better be worth it.
Slide
I'll be asking
that on
slide
over.
that book over, yeah.
Sylvia, I'm assuming you're looking down.
Yes. Hey, you keep doing this. Do you enjoy the floor?
I wish I was in bed, but not like I wish I was lying down right now, but not like this.
Fair.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
or-
try and find a safe way of.
I'm going to
getting
need
down
another
to her.
sanity roll from you as you look down into the hole.
Oh yeah.
The
Oh
skeleton.
yeah, can Sylvie see like what I can see, like the skeletons, or is it like
She can now, yeah.
She can now.
I'm looking now.
Oh,
14.
look at you
Oh,
with the
yeah.
I got
rolls.
49.
49.
Yeah.
Whew. Oh boy, 14 under 49. That's a success. You take 1 point of sanity damage.
1 point of sanity damage.
1 point of sanity damage.
Isn't that a hard success? 14
14.
under 49 is way less than half of 49.
It is, isn't it? All right. You still take 1 point of damage. 1 point of sanity damage.
I tried.
So thank you for reminding me. But yes, no, you still take 1 point because it's still just considered a success.
Y'all
it only
are
matters
going
if it's
crazy
a
and I'm,
critical
like,
fail.
Not.
Because
and
as she slides that book
I see
out
the
from underneath the
thing again.
cabinet, you see that same symbol which you connect in your minds to the photo, which you now know was just a projection of your recollection as a child.
Traumatized past.
And you look at those two corpses, and you can't help but feel, is one of them my Gemma? All right, so this here is, it's not going to be possible for you to be able to read all of this right now.
Is it the journal? Oh, damn.
It's me, because I got the book, not your. Jesus, I can't even read this now.
Yeah, that's.
Rome was.
Rome was built in a day.
A Rome was. It literally says, I can read it. A Rome was found while digging up ye subjects. Or a tome?
Tome.
A tome
He's got
was found while digging up ye subjects.
I'm emoting to the camera, don't worry.
Producer, I don't know. Let me.
Do you want me to try? My prescription's fresh. I just got it.
So I
Perusing.
thought about doing a translation of this for you, but then I thought about if this was a real investigation, would you have a translation of this
No,
on hand?
that's
This
true.
is an old handwritten journal which has been lying here in a burnt out building for who knows how long. So
I don't
the
know
amount
anyone
of
who can
time.
handwrite that small.
No.
Huh?
I don't know anyone who can actually handwrite that small. The text would probably be bigger.
No, that's exactly the size.
Yeah,
it is.
no,
And
absolutely.
it would be on
Alright.
a yellowish to white paper.
Yeah.
Nope, that's what it is.
All right. So
It's burnt.
I
Book's
slide
burnt.
as I slide the
It's
book
soot.
out and I respond to Sylvia above. I'm just going to sit up and rub the back of my head, and I've got the book, and I'm just.
Hey, I know that symbol. Hey, what's in that journal?
It looks like journal entries. No, I know. Amazing, eh? World's greatest detective right here.
The detective's in hospital.
The first entry is from 1808.
Going back from.
Yeah.
Would you like me to read it for you? I can read it.
Oh, I can. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the last entry.
He wants to show off.
Last entry is
He does.
1866.
It's the only reason why I do this. 1866.
1866. That's okay. I'm not
Gemma time.
Gemma time. Yeah, that's definitely.
100 years ago.
She's old, okay?
I wasn't. Tarry. So okay, no, I'm gonna need a translator.
Translator.
Which are-
Translator.
May I
All right.
attempt? Oh,
Yes.
it's fucking rough.
How dare you comment on the quality of my handouts?
July the
My
2nd,
handouts are the best.
808. A tome was found while digging up ye subjects. Perusing this text promises a studious practitioner the opportunity to converse with the most powerful and wise being, not of this world. While I remain apprehensive, I must know what secrets lie in this long-forgotten volume. So they found a tome that isn't this tome.
Okay.
That lets a studious practitioner, someone who studies that tome, speak with a being not of this world. September the 8th, 808. So this is months later. The time is right. Months spent deciphering the meanings and intricacies of this folio. Is folio a word for book? Folio. I learned something new. Have finally shown their worth. So they unlocked the secrets between July and September.
Oh.
September the 9th, 808. 1808, I think. The ones are really faded. Last
I blame
night
the
will
GM.
forever be printed upon my mind.
My GM.
At the clocks sing or something of midnight, so at midnight, my closest colleagues and I set forth upon calling what I hereafter refer to as the Dark Han? H-A-N, I think. Is that Han? The Dark Han?
Definitely looks like hand.
The dark ham.
Han. Like
see?
H-A-N. It's here, Dark, or like Darth Vader? No, Dark Han.
The Dark Vader.
They call it the Dark
Hang
something.
on. Can I have a look? Dark.
Yeah, just I'm trying
Oh,
to.
Dark Man.
Dark
It's an M.
Man. Yeah,
It's an M. Not a H.
The Dark Man.
Dark Man makes way more sense than Dark Hand. I was
The
like, Han
animal
Solo.
called for the blood of 3 willing
Shot
individuals, spilled by the same blade.
I love how we can suddenly
as
all
of
read.
as of ye, unable to remove the stain of our shared sacrifice from this blade.
Oh, the knife.
Yeah. The knife that probably stabbed the detective.
So they stain their knives with the blood, and the blood will not leave the knife, even when they try to clean it.
And then the dark ham appeared after
Man.
dark ham.
Sorry. The M goes really deep and across. It looks like a H.
After reciting the words written in the book, we discovered. How much of this do you want me to actually read out?
It's up to you. It's
okay.
entirely your. This is your
okay.
adventure,
Okay.
not
I happily
mine.
decipher it.
And also for the people at home too.
Yeah.
After reciting the words written in the book we discovered some 6 months ago, I was faced with an overwhelming sense of dread. I presume that my colleagues have similar trepidations. Yes. But I dared not speak. In the center of our circle, the dark man appeared from
Dark Man's the guy in the coffin.
convoluting shadows? Convoluting? I don't know. From shadows. His mere presence caused
Okay.
Amelia Hopper. Oh, okay. Amelia Hopper, wife of Benjamin, to let out a shriek. In other circumstances, I would remark how unfitting such behaviour is among society. But I must admit, I was quite frightened myself. As quickly as the dark man arrived, he had vanished back into the lifeless void from which he appeared. I must contact him again.
When shouldn't you do that?
Now.
November the 23rd, 1835. Henry Weber has recently built a house on 20 Chafe Street. Excuse me. As it is a short walk from the church, I wish to possess the estate. I pray that our Dark Lord will provide me with the means to remove Mr. Weber from his home.
I mean, he did.
Ah.
Eventually.
November the 13th, 1835. The Dark Man has answered my wishes. Henry Weber has fallen ill, which I am certain he will not recover from. I write this as I leave to purchase the deed to 20 Chafe Street. March the 13th, 1847. The Chapel of Contemplation is growing in number. Amongst our new members is Daniel Esworth and his son Peter. Daniel is head of the city council. His influence is sure to be invaluable in the future. Also, we have been converting various outcasts and vagrants willing to perform menial
vagrants.
and abhorrent duties. I pray that the Dark Man is pleased.
Have we heard of this Daniel person before? Not that I'm here for.
No.
Okay. Because there's someone in the council with high power in the council that's.
I mean,
was
it
with
makes
that
sense.
church. Yeah.
You know,
That's how corruption works.
that's it. Lizards run the world.
I know who wrote
June the
that.
25th, 1852. The Dark Man has revealed to me a ritual that will manifest the hunter who once satisfied fades.
One satisfied what?
My fades? Fades. The hunter who once satisfied. That will manifest the hunter who, comma, once satisfied, comma, fades. So the hunter, once he is satisfied, will fade away. My dagger, which spills the blood of myself and two others to first summon our Lord, must be used again. July the 2nd,
Oh, shit,
1852.
it spilled your blood.
It has been 44 years since I first discovered the ancient tome that has led me to such great power. Fittingly,
Yeah, we
it
have
is on
names
this
for two.
day that I have been given the power of rigor vitae,
Vitalis.
Vita-
probably.
Oh,
yeah,
like strong of body, right?
something like that. Upon first study, rigor mortis, whatever that word is,
Vitalis is like the opposite of mortar. It's like
Rigor
vitality.
vitalis.
Like,
So
I think.
rigor
I'm
vitalis.
assuming. I'm guessing.
rigor vitae appears to be a method to keep flesh from wearing through the vigors of mortal time. The difficulty will be in obtaining an adequate supply of blood from the local children without raising suspicion. From
They're drinking adrenochrome.
the lawsuit-wielding neighbours, I will need to
Damn
escape.
Illuminati.
Damn those lawsuit-wielding
Damn
neighbors.
those lawsuit-wielding
suing
neighbours.
me for killing kids.
I will need to ensure the loyalty of my followers for
Pesky
when the
neighbours.
time comes. May the 19th, 1866. The chapel is going splendidly. Most followers are so faithful that I rarely need to make an example. Very few times, however, I have forced a follower to obey thy master's will. Kinky. After only 4 stern commands was I able to turn the false minister Michael Thomas to my cause. He will be an adequate servant for my flock. Last entry, June the 12th, 1866. I reached the end of this life. Many of my peers look at this moment with fear and anguish. Not I. For I know that I soon will cross the threshold to everlasting life and power. I am sending my will to Minister Thomas. I am certain he and the others are capable of feeding me, and if not, I will not be powerless. I must...
Feeding.
Because he needs to be immortal.
I must hurry. I must hurry, possibly. For that word, but it looks like I mustn't. I mustn't
Which
tarry.
basically means I must hurry.
Yeah. I mustn't tarry, but I must hurry. For the beginning of my transformation is at hand.
Transformation.
Into a shadow man.
Dude's chasing Ascension.
So is the Shadow
What
Man
the
the guy
Ascension?
in the coffin, or is the guy in the coffin the guy who wrote that?
Well, this is. I don't
guy
know.
who
This
wrote
is
that
the Dark
Walter
Man.
Corbett.
From what you get from this, I think it
You
would
got
be
it?
safe to extrapolate that if you're a believer, they have summoned something called the Shadow Man, or something along those lines.
Shadow Ham.
Shadow Hand.
There is another throwaway line in
Dark
there.
Hand. Of course, it's
I
not
hesitate
throwaway.
whether or not I should mention this. That might pertain to what happened to your character, Elle Haley. But whether or not you can extrapolate what that is, I'll
happened to me?
leave that up to you.
The things I'm getting from it is
Since
that
you're not there at the moment, it may be more of a player information rather than character information.
Oh wait, when I rolled the power roll, is that what you're talking about? Or something else?
Yeah.
Well, you also aren't there, so you have no idea what's going on right now. So
Yeah.
you're kind of metagaming a little bit, but we'll allow it.
Well, I am
Thank
able
you.
to.
I'll allow it.
You allow
I
it?
am able to separate. I am
Thank you.
able to
Yeah.
separate my player theories and my I have player theories here, and that Haley will not act on.
That's it. That's fair. Yeah, yeah.
And I just like to imagine as well, at some point, you're probably going to reconvene and share these
5
bits of
PM, yeah.
information.
Yeah, 5
so
PM.
So just on that, while we're on the subject, there's a few things I picked up through that we can remember for when we do meet up and,
Okay.
and swap things. So I have figured out it was definitely Walter Corbett that wrote that journal.
Okay.
Based on the math of when he purchased the house and when it said in there that he purchased the house.
Yeah.
Which is the house we just investigated.
Yes.
Right. Now there was also these guys are killing kids and drinking their blood or whatever. Now if we go back to last week, the Mr. Macario, like the family that were living in the house up until we got asked to go and investigate it. He was arrested for the attempted murder of his wife and children, and the children were relocated. He was sent rambling and unintelligible to the Roxbury Sanitarium and was imprisoned for child endangerment. So I would suggest perhaps he's someone we want to talk to.
Close the book like a mic
investigator.
drop. Yeah, I reckon.
Damn.
Well,
Get
I'm
it.
just thinking, along that line, if the flying dagger came after you, could it be possible that the flying dagger went after the wife and children, and he was just there, and the cops were like, "Oh, you must have killed your wife."
That's possible, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's another theory.
presuming flying daggers actually exist, we know they don't, because that's impossible.
Yes.
Like it was dark in that room. Someone was wielding
Yes.
it. I believe now it wasn't you because there seems to be some kind of,
Yeah.
But then, wasn't there something there that said there were 3 of them that they used the blood to summon this creature?
Yeah, his dagger which spills the blood of myself and 2 others to first summon our lord.
Now, when the blade was described as rusty, could it have been bloodstained?
Because there's
because
iron
it
and
said
blood.
they
Yeah.
absolutely
Yeah.
used the same dagger.
Yes,
Right?
I was thinking
and
that.
now that dagger has stabbed me. It only needs to
Okay.
stab 2 more people.
Assuming it doesn't already
Assuming
does
it
that
doesn't
rust
already-
count as leftover blood? Like were you
I'm-
stabbed number
Yeah,
2
has
or
it
3?
already killed
I
2
could
other
have been
people?
3,
Yeah.
yeah. If 2 people in the wall, maybe Gemma got out of there alive. Cultists. I'm kidding.
It's all coming together.
Is this not the greatest tabletop role-playing game in the world?
This is great.
It's all coming together like a misshaped jigsaw puzzle. That is
you got
just
there? What do
all
you got
one
there?
color.
I feel like I might have been involved in this church a little bit too much as a child, considering that they used to, take children. I know if I had very many friends back then. Probably not.
Do you happen to have like?
Or I had a lot of friends and they just went missing every so often.
I know we
you
should probably
remember
get
old
back
Timmy.
on track, but this is fun.
Timmy moved to a different city, didn't he?
Yeah. Maybe
Timmy
moved to
went
Arkham,
went to
right?
the farm, right?
Maybe the only reason you didn't go with your friends is because Gemma was in charge and wouldn't let her granddaughter be taken.
Your Gemma is the dark ham.
Spitballing idea. Gemma's the dark. No, I think,
Gemma's the dark ham.
I think
Gemma,
Gemma's
the pork.
was trying to summon the dark ham.
Your guy, what's his name, who bought the house? Walter Corbin is the guy in the picture of the coffin, because he says, I reached the end of this life, and he passes his will over to the priest to keep feeding him after death.
Yeah.
So he's in the coffin getting fed children blood as a dead man.
And he's
is what I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
And there's blood downstairs.
The throwaway line maybe is
Maybe he's in the walls.
I
We
have
gotta go
forced
to
a
the
follower to obey thy
always in the
master's will.
walls.
After only 4 stern commands was I able to turn the minister. It's like, what's 4 stern commands?